Hello everybody, welcome to Fire Dragoon. My name is Faisal, also the manager for the CSGO team here at Fire Dragoon. Also, I'm the EGG host here in Malaysia. But you know what? We're here talking about the Poseidon Z mechanical gaming keyboard. Now this is an amazing piece of equipment by Ttesports, brought to you by Thermal Take. You know what? I'm very, how do I say this, careful when I pick my keyboards, especially the blue keys. There are a lot of blue switches out there and the clickety sound never seems to impress me. But will the Poseidon Z impress me today? As a CSGO manager, I let all my players test it out, and here are the specs for the Poseidon Z gaming mechanical keyboard. Okay, so now Ttesports comes in a blue switch for the classic tactical bump feeling for gamers. Now anti-ghosting is with 104 keys to avoid it. Not pressing buttons while you press it at the same time. That's what anti-ghosting means for those that don't know what anti-ghosting is. Each key, and I mean each key on the keyboard, can be pressed 50 million times. I can tell you for a fact that you will die before this keyboard dies. Now the RGB spectrum covers 16.8 million colors, and we've got different type of waves. So you press this and you press this and you get the different types of waves that we have here. So this is the wave where you press and it affects. To increase the speed, you just increase the speed there. Sorry, this one. Okay, now it's all red. Everything is customized. See, now it's red, everything is customizable, so you can download the Ttesports product and you will find that they will have different types of software to make sure that you have the proper RGB colors in it. So there you have it. That is the specs for Ttesports Poseidon Z RGB mechanical keyboard. Just like every review I do, it doesn't matter what the specs are. It really doesn't. It matters a bit when, you know, blue and red switches, that it matters obviously. But everything else, to me, it's about the performance of the peripheral itself. So what do? We test it real life. So come on over here and watch me play some Counter-Strike to find out whether this keyboard can be used in competitive gaming. Thank you for coming so close. Okay, so right now we want to talk about keyboards and gaming. But what is the most important thing in a keyboard? Can you type with it? So I've opened a notepad, so let's find out how it feels to type on it. So let's try out the notepad. Ttesports Thermal Take. Hello everyone, my name is Faisal. Forgot how to spell my name there. Faisal. There you go. Okay, Fire Dragoon. I think this keyboard works great for typing. If you like to type on notepad, do homework, or simply like the sound. There you go. So I think typing wise, it feels really good. It feels really nice. I like it. Especially I like just like the mouse that we reviewed last video. The feel, the matte feel that it has is not something that you can scratch off. It's something that is, the material itself is nice. And that's a really big plus point for me. So now what everyone's been waiting for, of course, don't save that. Let's go on over to CSGO to see how it feels in an in-game feel. Alright guys, so right off the bat, once you put your fingers on the keyboard, like I said, the most important thing that I think that is amazing about this keyboard is definitely the matte finish. Now the matte finish on the keyboard is not an overlay, the actual thing is made from this night matte feel plastic, and I think it's amazing. It's a good feel, it feels premium. That's an important thing, especially when you're dishing out so much money for a keyboard, especially one that you won't be using for a long time. It feels really good. And I think that this game, while playing, feels nice. It has a nice textile feel. The responsiveness is really good. Even sounds pretty good for a blue switch. I have no complaints in the regards of responsive time and how it feels for an esports player. So other than that, the RGB lighting looks great. You won't notice this while you play, and that's what I said. If they come out with a non-RGB version, it would look pretty sick, especially as a Counter-Strike player where responsive feel, the feel of the keyboard, size of the keyboard is very important. So there's not much to say about a keyboard. If it feels good, if you like it, your hands are warm on it, it's not too expensive for your liking, this is a good keyboard for you. This is Ttesports Poseidon Z, brought to you by Thermaltake. And you know what? This keyboard really surprised me. I was really shocked because I really don't like blue switches, but this keyboard, surprisingly, the blue switches are very responsive. And as you can see from the videos previously, I was playing this keyboard, I was really excited. The RGB lighting is really bright in comparison to other RGB keyboards out there. I do have one problem with it though. As the CSGO players, the numpad itself is, for me, redundant for an esports player. We don't use the numpad, we don't use it ever unless you're an MMORPG or you're an accountant. I don't look like an accountant, do I? There you go, ladies and gentlemen. So, but other than that, the whole keyboard itself feels great. It's small, it's minimalistic, it's easy enough to lug around anywhere you go if you have a tournament. It's great for that. Even my players love it. They say the keyboard is great, it feels great. Even the quality of the keyboard itself feels really premium, and that's what I like. It's also heavy. That's very important in keyboard for me because sometimes we accidentally hit it or we move it. We don't want to move our hand posture as an esports player. So if you want to improve your game, this is one of the few keyboards that you should get. Now the cons for me are pretty similar to every keyboard that I review. It must be either a red switch or a brown switch. I think that's the perfect for gaming because it's light, it's soft, I like it. Blue switches, not my thing. And another, the RGB coloring, especially the different types of wave and form for an esports player, RGB lighting is not important. But if you like to pimp out your PC and make sure your keyboard looks the best, I'm telling you the RGB lighting is beautiful on this one. But other than that, I think you can get a cheaper keyboard without RGB lighting and all this tactile feel of the blue switches. So I feel that if you want to pay an extra premium for the RGB lighting, go ahead. This keyboard will fit you just fine. So there you go, that's the Poseidon Z. I'll see you next time in the next episode with more stuff from Ttesports. What haven't we covered? Headsets. Tune in next week, we want to find out what Ttesports and Thermaltake has brought us for the headphones. I'll see you next week. This is Faisal. See you next time on Fire Dragoon, and remember to follow us on our Facebook page and also subscribe to our YouTube page. By the way, the Facebook link is somewhere up here, so do check it out. I'll see you guys next time.